Okay, sports car problem. You're traveling at 24.7 meters per second. You are slowing at a constant rate to stop in exactly 16 seconds. Question is, what is the displacement of the sports car? Okay, so let's start out with a given. First thing we know, you are traveling at 24.7 meters per second. Therefore, you have your initial velocity, 24.7 meters per second. Okay, next thing that we know, you're slowing at a constant rate, so we don't really know what that rate is, but you're stopping in 16 seconds. So my change in time is equal to 16.00 seconds. Okay, so we know exactly two things. Well, actually, we know exactly three. You are slowing to a stop, so we know our final velocity is equal to 0 meters per second. Okay, so we know 1, 2, 3 things. What is the displacement? That's what we don't know. Okay, so we got the given. Now, what formula are you going to use? First off, take out your little handy-dandy formula chart. Look at the different formulas that you have. What you want to find is the one formula that includes all of the stuff you need and all the stuff that you know. We know velocity, we know initial velocity, we know time, we know final velocity. We need to know x. Okay, so if you look over your formulas, the one that is going to work the best is delta x is equal to 1/2 initial velocity plus final velocity times the time. Okay, so really nice formula, very simple. We don't have to do anything else with it. All we need to do is to get the solution, plug in our values. Okay, so delta x is equal to 1/2 initial velocity, 24.7 meters per second. Final velocity, 0 meters per second. And then we're multiplying all of that times our time, 16 seconds. Okay, now, if you did a dimensional analysis, you'll notice that our values here are going to be meters per second. Meters per second times seconds is going to cancel out the seconds. That's going to make life a lot easier. Okay, so final value, we are finding out the distance or the displacement in meters. Once you get to this point, all you need to do is plug everything into the calculator. 0.5 multiplied by, and we already know that 24.7 plus 0 is just 24.7, and then multiply that again by 16 seconds. So we're going to end up with a value of 197.6 meters. Okay, take another look at that problem. How many sig figs do we have? All right, 16.00 seconds, that has 4 sig figs. 24.7 has 3. We always want to go with the one with the least number of significant figures when we're multiplying, so my final answer is actually 198 meters. Final answer.